Everybody in? Everybody get their rolls done?
No.
Oh, roll.
What the hell? That's not what I wanted. What the fuck?
What are 2DF?
I don't know. Oh, it's gonna be a bad night.
Rip.
Of course, everybody's rolling decently when we're done with the fight.
No, like I said,
I don't know.
like I
was
said,
rolling
it's
decently.
it's not gonna be good.
At least half the fight I was doing decently. And then the fucking fight that mattered, I was doing poorly.
I don't know. I think I did quite well. I was doing a shit ton of damage for being a healer.
Yeah, you were. Way more than anybody else.
And you didn't cause any friendly fire.
Almost. I came really close.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Chase, are you here?
I think
no,
it was.
he didn't come back from getting his tea.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
He's getting his tea.
Because he's a proper Englishman, you know? Fucking loser.
Didn't at one point he have like a friend or something over in England?
Yeah. Think so. Sure, man.
Go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody sound off. Okay. We know Chris is here.
I'm waiting for my tea.
Is that...
But I am here currently.
Okay.
Currently.
Well, it's only gonna take me like a minute to go get it.
So I guess let's just start. Or Chase, did you want to do your roll, practice roll?
Oh yeah. Let me do that. Slash. Nice.
Okay, so last time you guys killed all of the orcs that were in the house, and you've checked all the rooms, made sure there's nothing in there. What did you guys are still
Fucking dead.
you kind of you've all gathered over in this room. So position yourself over there.
There. Okay.
Yeah, inside that room.
I look in the fireplace.
All
A
right.
second mystical duck just falls on your face.
Let's see. Progress. Quick game. There we go.
See, roll a.
I'll get it one day. But he has to
Roll an
have to be
investigation
perfect
check. No, no. Perception check.
It's the same thing.
Nice.
Pretty good, am I right?
Yeah.
So as you go and get close to the fireplace, you notice the hawk that is sitting on the mantle, and you stand there and you stare at it, kind of like enchanted by it.
Pretty bird.
And you're just like, after like a minute, you're just like, wait, what was I doing?
Oh yeah, right. I'm bleeding out.
And you completely forget about the fireplace.
Okay then. Alright, proceed back to the intro. Sorry.
So everybody has gathered upstairs except for Fargon.
Oh, yeah. Now, if we
And-
checked all of these bodies, would we get anything?
No.
All right.
So Big Al walks back down the hallway into that room, and he's just after you guys have checked all the other rooms, just like a quick survey for see if there's any more orcs. He's just kind of standing there, like holding his side from one of the cuts, and just shake his head like, and he's just like, "Oh shit, this, what the hell?"
A lot of help you were.
In that room, there's there's 2 or 3 game tables that have been, 2 of them have been knocked over. There's one on the far side over here that's still standing and has a couple of like padded chairs with it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see scattered across the floor from those tables, there's some playing cards and like a few chest pieces. And you're all kind of just standing there, just like kind of holding your wounds and just kind of patching yourself up as best you can to make sure you don't bleed out.
Twig's just gonna go sit down at the table.
So you just walk over
Upstairs.
to one of the padded chairs and you kind of just slump back in it. What's anybody else want to do?
I'm going
Hey,
to punch
guys.
Mike in the face. Just kidding.
What? Why? What did I do this time?
Roll an unarmed strike.
I said I was just kidding. Jesus, fuck, calm down.
Abuse.
Oh, he can take it. He's got like half his hit points.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just fucking
That's not
around, dude.
true.
You guys take me fucking serious. Chill.
Oh.
Hey, look, man. When you
Be-
say your character's gonna do something, they're
Be
gonna fucking
happy.
do it.
Yeah, be happy. I'm not like some of the other DMs that I've seen, where it's like if you say you're doing something, even if it's as a joke, you have to do it.
Then this should have been put at the beginning.
You mean you should have died at the beginning? So okay, how is everybody on health other than Twig, who's obviously dying?
Twig is dying. Look at mine.
No, I'm fine. I'm a half.
I am the
good.
lowest of the group
Me
right
too.
now.
What's your health at?
6.
I mean, God, I wonder who's lost the most health overall this battle.
Not me.
So what's what's Twinkle Toes? What's his HP at?
Riding high on the hog right now.
And Fargon.
Hmm.
Are you okay, Fargon?
I got 14 HP. but
He
those
says that
spells-
out loud.
Well, by my estimate, I'm probably half dead right now.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to channel divinity, preserve life by hoisting up my holy symbol. I'm going to give 20 HP to, well, I can only give you half, Yuri, up to half of your HP. So how much is that?
So 36 is my max. I can't find my can of dip, so now I'm upset.
So that's 14?
No.
Oh, it's 13.
Maybe?
No.
What's 36 divided by 2? That's what?
Brain.exe stopped working. Don't ask.
15
That's
plus
13?
3 is 18. So I can give you, and you're at 6,
Yes.
12. Give you 12 HP. And does anybody else need some help?
Not me.
Everybody else have
You could give it to Al.
Yeah, the dude that's got like 1 HP.
Okay. I give Al 8 HP.
okay, so he's up to 12 HP.
All right.
Nice.
Thumbs
Cool.
up.
That's what I do.
Healer that heals us and does damage. We're just here for
The hard
no reason.
She did a good amount of damage. That swinging mace, Jesus.
So Big Al just goes and grabs one of the chairs and just sets it up. And he just goes and he sits in it and he's just like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do now. I honestly don't. All my
Well,
ranch hands are fucking dead.
You have a cow. It likes
go
me.
you go hire more, preferably not orcs.
Yeah.
You have a cow.
Yeah, you do used to have a cow.
That's the one good thing.
At least you still have your house.
That's full
Yeah.
of orcs.
dead orcs.
Yeah, and you're not dead.
You're all just saying this out loud, and he's just like, yeah, you make good points. Those are good points.
Could just go back to town and hire some more people.
Yeah, just think
There's-
you could be these guys.
Hmm.
Just
Who
What
was
is
the
that
person that
supposed to
told us
mean?
about the events going on here?
Oh, I did.
One of your people, someone was alive back at town that warned us about this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who was that?
Oh, he's still at Danny DeVito's house.
Was he a farmhand or?
Yeah,
I
he
think
was.
so.
Oh, well, you still got him.
Yeah, we made sure he was okay before we left.
Surprised he made it.
I even fixed
Didn't
his
think he'd
outfit.
get there.
He almost didn't.
Scrawny little.
So I'm just telling you now, you should give the man a raise. And after you establish order and
If he decides to come back.
you could probably convince him. You gonna pay him more? Hmm? Oh yeah, by the way, we need a token that proves you're alive.
He goes and kind of like, as he's going to stand up, he just grunts and he just says, "Follow me," and he goes and he heads down the hallway, and he goes into his room. How did that? He heads into here. And he
Pardon
goes
me,
and-
corpse.
Just kicks it.
Fuck the duck.
You know what? If are you gonna are you gonna kick a corpse?
I'm not kicking a corpse.
No, I didn't follow. I'm just still sitting down.
I don't see no red X's.
So-
These ain't corpses.
They're
Yeah, they're all
They're alive
undead. They're
again.
actually coming back to life as we speak.
dude, I'd jump out the window.
I'll go back to the plan of burning the place down.
So he goes into he heads into his bedroom in there and goes over to a wardrobe. And he just says, since you brought my cow back, and that's our main source of income with the whole thing, you know, Butterskull Ranch and shit. He reaches in his wardrobe and he pulls out a chainmail suit and tosses it to Thea.
I catch it.
Add mithril chainmail to your.
What? Damn it!
What are we playing RuneScape now? Shit!
Should have went with.
Yeah.
And how do I add stuff again?
Go into your equipment, manage equipment, and under add item, just type mithril chainmail. MITHRAL.
Was I in there enough to get that?
Is that heavy armor?
It is.
Or is it medium?
It's heavy.
Do
Nice. Armor
I
class.
edit my thing?
Manage equipment
I
button.
don't see that button.
Are you in equipment?
Yeah.
It's
Right by
on your
the
character
search.
sheet.
Right by the search bar to the right, there's a manage equipment button.
Oh, you have to go into the tab. So actions, spells, equipment.
Yeah, I still don't see it. Am I not Oh, heard her.
And yeah, then
Oh,
manage
just-
equipment. Dang. So that is an armor class of 16.
Damn.
That'd be
So-
really good for you.
So was I in there to get it too, or was I still in the hallway?
It's just one.
Oh, it's just one.
Just one.
Oh. I see.
I already added it to you. That's
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I wasn't logged in. I didn't realize.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you're not logged in. Am I logged in? Good, I am. Cool.
Okay. So, will this be enough to prove that you're still alive? Would you not give this to just anybody? Like, I'm thankful. I appreciate it, but the quest says proof.
yeah, that should be enough. I'm the
Okay.
only one around here with that shit. Nobody else would be able to afford it.
Okay. You should probably rebond with your cow. It kind of has this strange affinity for me.
And make sure you give it a kiss before we leave.
Shut up.
Did
gotta
you-
tell 'em where
Are
going.
you saying that to Tits, or is Fargon saying that to Thea?
Don't break the little creature's heart. Thea.
She just shoots a
Um,
dirty look at you.
Yep. Is there anything else we can do for you before we leave?
Well, help me get the bodies downstairs at least.
Sure.
Oh,
And since when you guys did show up, it was around like noonish. So you'll get a half day's travel back. Unless you want to rest at the house.
That would probably be preferable. I'd rather not camp out in the wilderness when there's dragons about.
we'll probably stay here tonight because maybe there's more orcs and also shelter. And also, we're wounded.
Yeah. Good night's rest does wonders for the body.
It does. It does indeed. So, I'm gonna go get the help.
I throw one of the orcs down the stairs as you walk out of the room.
As you're walking out of the door here, you just hear da-dum, 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 da-dum.
Finally, one
da-dum,
finally
da-dum.
fell.
And it just lands in like a crumpled pile down at the bottom of the stairs. You just see Twig standing there, just watching it tumble down as you
I
walk
yell-
down the hallway.
I kind of just say down the stairs, watch your step.
So I come out of the hallway. Al has requested us to assist him moving the bodies out of the house.
What's your offer?
All right. All
Well,
the strong people come up first. It's not me.
with
Well,
pleasure, I start just tossing them down the stairs.
Yes, I can lift up some books.
I'm sure that Al won't mind if you go find food to make, Fargon, since you're too small to do shit.
Oof.
See, I would help, but I don't have any magic left for today.
No, it's okay. You can't throw them over your shoulder because your shoulders are like 2 feet width. It's okay.
Dwarves have the broadest shoulders around.
No, you look kind of small to me.
It's okay, old man. Just sit down.
We're nothing but shoulder.
The future is now, old man.
Don't
So-
catch the boomer doomer.
So
This all just derailed really quick.
yeah, this room here with all of the orcs in it is a kitchen. So if you wanted to go make your way down the hallway and around, because everybody's who all is grabbing orcs and throwing them down the stairs?
Apparently, just me. So
The wolf and
Yeah.
Chris can help.
Yeah, you drag it over and you just kind of. Okay, here's how you guys are doing it. So Twig is just going and grabbing the orcs and kind of just like dragging them down the hallway, and just dropping them at the foot of at the top of the stairs. And Falkland is just standing there and kicking them down the stairs. So they're just like boom, 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 boom.
line them up, knock them
so
down.
I climb over this sea of bodies and I go down these stairs.
I'm just moving all these together. It takes you guys probably about, I would say,
I'm going to the kitchen.
maybe like 10,
Tomahawk.
5-10 minutes to go and get all these guys thrown down there.
Where's the kitchen at? Right here? Or right here?
No, it's where all the bodies
So-
are. Yeah, in
Since
there.
they're piled up at these stairs, I'm gonna come down here and pass through this door and start dragging them outside.
Okay. Where do you indicate outside where you want to just make a pile of them?
Out the fucking window.
Not near the well.
Yeah, like
Over
out
here?
here.
Okay.
Out here we can burn them.
So you're just piling them over here.
Okay. While
That's-
they're doing that, I'm gonna make ale because of my ale things I've had in my inventory for so long.
Okay.
With my brewer supplies.
You know there's already ale in there.
I know. I want to make my own though. It's just sitting
You're
there.
supposed
as
to be
ale
making
supply.
food. What's
This
Fine,
is
make
it's
people
that is food for a dwarf.
Ain't nothing but
Actually-
ale.
These two are just fucking the two in this room are just fucking ash.
Oh yeah, so they don't
Don't
even
forget the
exist.
broom for
so I
that
get a
room.
broom and sweep them out the door.
I'll start
Let's see,
hauling the
where-
ones in
Where
the
was the
front
broom
room
at?
too.
Hold on. There is actually a mop broom and bucket. It's upstairs in that small closet
Wait, this one?
up here.
Oh, okay. So I step around the ash and I go up the stairs. And I guess I should actually peek in these doors?
No, you've already gone and after you killed what sounded like the last one, you have gone and checked all of the rooms.
Okay, so I get the broom and the mop and the bucket, and I tote it back downstairs.
All right, Mike, what were you doing?
I'm just gonna start moving the ones in the front room.
So you just start dragging them through the door, out the back, over to the pile. This probably, altogether, this takes you, I would say, 20-25 minutes to drag them all over. You basically pile them over there. Those two get swept out the door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it to Al what he wants to do with the bodies. Well, after all that's said and done.
Just
So-
don't throw them in the well. They'll never be usable again.
So while you guys are all going and moving the... Yuri, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I'm just like relaxing,
So you've
fixing
picked
my
up
armor and shit.
you've picked up one of the chairs and you're just sitting there.
Contemplating.
What about Falkland?
Meditating about his
Fixing
really
my
shitty
shit.
rolls.
Fixing my shit.
You're crudely sewing up your fucking armor. Falkland, what are you doing?
I was just kind of watching them
Uh,
and
I should
resting.
say, what are you doing after you were kicking bodies down the stairs?
Just like I said, just chilling, resting up.
Have really improved your kicking leg.
Thank you.
Now you get to join the Gnome FL. Ha ha ha.
So, Big Al had just been going. He's been kind of slowly moving around, like his bedroom in there, just setting stuff up and just like slowly getting the house back to like a state of normalcy, like as much as he can.
Normie.
He's gone into his office and stuff and just trying to get it normalized a little bit, normalized and like fixed up, setting chairs up, resetting tables up, getting it back to a livable space. After he sees that you guys have the bodies all piled out there, he just heads out He grabs a torch from inside the storage room. Yeah, from the foyer in there, he just grabs a candle actually, and just heads out and just tosses it straight into the middle of the pile of bodies.
It doesn't catch.
Well, it does a little bit with what little like hair that the orcs have. That catches, and then it slowly starts getting bigger and bigger until it does after probably about, I would say, like an hour, hour and a half. It's a big roaring fire of just
Man,
orc bodies.
orcs are really flammable.
Well, you have to think it's not only the bodies, it's the leather armor, it's the undershirts, it's like everything they're wearing and stuff. And they were sort of partying while you guys were coming up on the house. Like you were able to hear like their laughter and everything from outside. So they were drinking ale, like some of them were drinking ale and stuff, and that's kind of what helped catch the fire. Was just they're not very good drinkers because they would just straight tip their uh not cups.
Tankards.
Tankards. They tip the tankards just straight up, just trying to throw it all down their throat, and it would just go. It would go like around their fangs, and just kind of not like drench their shirts, but it was a little soaked in. So after a while, it finally did catch, and Big Al basically the whole time was just standing out there, just cross-armed watching it.
Where's he?
Just out back.
Just out back by that pyre, by the pile of bodies. What during that time that he's getting that pyre going, Fargon is you're making ale.
Make my own ale. Yeah. My ale supplies.
I'll be right back. Be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Something. Mm-hmm. So you've kind of started like a small fire in there, and you're going in the fucking thing. I don't know how to do the fucking brewing.
Yeah, it's very open.
Yeah, and
I
that's
got the brewing supplies. I got the ale supplies. I basically convert that into like I don't know, like a miniature barrel of ale.
the you've got basically a small cask that you can go and put like the mash and stuff in after you've gone and gotten it all prepped, so that it will go and does ale need to ferment? I think it does.
Yeah, so it's
It depends on
fermented
what you're
overnight.
making.
Ale.
There are
Let's
various
say
kinds
I'm
of
making
ale.
strong
Dwarven stout. There you go.
Yeah. So we'll let it ferment for like a while. I'll just change how my ale supplies around. Rename it. Cost will
Yeah,
be the
you've
same.
got basically.
It weighs more because there's one liquid
Yep.
added to it. So I'll add 1 weight.
They have a ask item.
There we go.
Ask. Not.
I would assume it's provided by the brewer supply.
Yeah, so your ale supplies just now are basically like it's not a large cask. It's kind of like a personal cask of ale.
Yeah, it's the ones that you can carry.
Yeah, it's just a smaller one. So that takes you a while as you're making the ale and putting it in the cask and just letting it and sealing that cask up. You see the fire really is really going now.
Oh.
So it's probably about, I would say it's about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Once you're done with all your ale making. In that
Alright.
time, what is everybody else doing? If anything.
I'm gonna find a place to sleep.
So upstairs, you go out to Big Al and you basically ask, is there any place to sleep at here? Do you have any extra beds? And he's like, yeah, up in the small rooms, up in the rooms off the side of the hall. There's a couple of beds in each room.
Yeah, I'll just basically strip my armor and
You mean the
Wait.
beds we're jumping up and down on?
Yeah.
Wouldn't those be pretty trashed by the orcs? Or smell very, very bad?
They
well,
don't smell great.
Me neither.
it's okay. I'm used to it.
It's just one of the beds that
I just
doesn't smell great.
What are they like? What are they made of? Like the beds?
Uh, see what it says. It's kind of like there are sheets on it, and it's kind of like the mattresses are like just stuffed with like a combination of like wool and hay.
I just flip the mattress.
Yeah, they're sealed except on like one side so that you can stuff more in there.
Yeah, I'll just flip it, and then I'll get like my bedroll out and just lay it on it, and then just
Okay.
sleep.
So you just because of the fight, I'm gonna say you sleep for until like the next sunrise, basically.
I'm fucking
Yeah,
like
you're
battered.
yeah, you're completely out of it for a long time. What about everybody else?
I help Fargon cook.
Okay, so you make a meal basically for everybody. You go
Yep.
and you wake up Twig long enough to feed him, and then, or for him to at least take food from you, and then he just is knocked out again. But he comes down to the small table that you've set up in the kitchen, sits down, shovels some food into his mouth, doesn't say anything. You can just tell he's out of it, and then he just walks back upstairs slowly and goes back to his bed and just conks out again. What about Falkland and Yuri?
Is my stuff patched by now?
Mostly.
Keep patching it, then rest.
So
Is
what?
Ryan back yet?
I don't know. Ryan, are you back? Sounds like a no.
Well, I'll be going to the beds too. Probably
Yeah,
this
it's
room.
because it's probably around. It's gotten to around like 4 or 5 o'clock now. So after everybody's basically gone and eaten, Yuri's patched up his armor the best that he can, and Big Al is just standing out there by the fire, just watching it to make sure every corpse is burned.
From that torture, just angrily staring.
Yeah, basically. And it's like he's there until probably like 11 o'clock at night. Like he's just standing there waiting for it to go out and kind of making sure the grass field doesn't catch on fire. So, what about Falkland?
What are we doing? I just got back.
Well, everybody's going. Basically, it's like everybody's gone and eaten at like early, and then everybody's kind of just passing out until the next morning.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good call. I'll just eat and then meditate for 4 hours.
Okay. So freaking Yuri and Taryn go into the room with Twig, and just Taryn lays down underneath the window while you go and pass out on the mattress, or
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cuddle in here with these guys.
We're gonna
So-
spoon.
I sit in front of the fire and meditate for 4 hours.
I guess, yeah, I meditate too, but then I'll cuddle with them for the other 4 hours.
Secret.
they are in two
I
separate
won't
beds.
even notice.
Yeah, Twig is fully passed out.
Dear diary.
So long rest.
Boy.
Yep. Everybody long rest.
Long rest. Woo!
Dear diary.
All of my stuff is now back. I feel like I'm not worthless anymore.
Yay! That means Taryn gets healed if I do that too, right?
I feel
Except
more
for it doesn't
power-
automatically heal.
My
him.
spells.
I think so.
Yeah, I had to manually heal him, but he's good now.
Check some.
Oh man, I got my luck die and my superiority die
I
back.
got my chromatic orbs.
Ooh.
Give me a water.
7 spell slots.
Wait, did we level up?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's just how many I have and how many I can use now.
Oh,
So
nice.
does our hit points go back up to max? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
on
there's a
long rest.
button above your health bar
Yeah, I hit it and it didn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did you hit confirm?
I did. And then it counted down and it still didn't do anything. So,
Hit it while it's
Hey.
counting down.
There you go. I did it for you.
oh, I didn't realize that. Sorry. Thank you.
You're good.
I thought the 3, 2, 1 was free to change your mind. No, don't do Sorry. Stupid.
Alright.
So
All right.
everybody's. It's basically the next morning. The fire has died out. See that the door across from Twig, Falkland, Yuri, Karen is shut. So you kind of presume that Big Al is asleep in there.
Or winking little L.
I mean, after being tortured like that.
Yeah, no, we don't even know what they did to him.
Yeah.
Maybe it gets off to torture, guys. You don't know that.
He's in the S&M.
Judging by his reaction, he does.
So we waking up in the morning.
Yeah, you all are awake, and instead of meditating, both of you were also kind of just passed out until morning.
All right.
So what's everybody want to do?
Go back, I guess.
Yeah. I get up and I guess I pack up my shit, put my armor back on, and just go and knock on his door and just tell him we're leaving. If you care.
You just hear like a muffled response.
Ugh.
Alright, man. You take it easy.
That you don't hear any response at all.
Did I ever get my sword back from him?
I'm pretty sure. I feel like I remember that.
You mean Ronce?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You probably should get your sword back.
I vaguely recall him saying getting his sword back from him.
Yeah, I think I did actually. I think I just said I collected everything that I dropped and yeah, never mind.
Well, no,
I think I did.
I think you collected your long sword back. I don't think you collected the great sword back.
And my bolts that didn't break. So.
Yeah,
But,
or get launched out the window.
Same thing.
okay, so I'll just knock on his door again and be like, you got my great sword in there?
So you knock on the door, you don't hear a response. And did you want to open the door?
Yes.
So you grab the handle and you push on it. You push on the door a little bit, and it slowly opens, and you see sitting like right next to the door is the great sword.
I'll just grab the handle.
Yoink.
You also
And I
see
just
next
shut
to
the
it
door.
there are like a couple of javelins that he picked up. Because you guys didn't, you left basically all their weapons are still on the.
Oh, I thought we were gonna search the orcs.
Yeah, I thought Chase said.
There's nothing on them. It's just the weapons are scattered around.
Oh, okay.
And they're basically, a lot of them you piled up over here. And he took a few javelins and put it in the room so that if he needs a weapon.
Okay. Well, I'll just take my sword and then I'll shut the door.
How many javelins are there?
Like there's still other like javelins about, aren't there?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I just said they're in a pile here, and there's like a pile downstairs of them, of like javelins and great axes and shit.
Shit. I'll take a. We can just grab whatever we want, right? Hold on.
You do, you're gonna be weighed down.
I'm looking at my carry capacity right now, so hold on. Just go ahead and let somebody else do whatever while I look at this.
Javelins aren't very good for me.
What does everybody else want to do?
Get ready and stuff.
You guys know why I need javelins? Okay.
So
Holy
everybody-
crap! How many are there?
Like 30-ish.
30 like great axes or like
No,
30 javelins?
actually no. There's like 16 javelins.
Okay. And how many great axes?
16. Every orc had a javelin and a great axe.
Let's see. I'm gonna take them
Your
all.
ass is going to be dragging everything.
I'm just gonna take 10 of each.
Tie them
I'm
in a
not-
bundle. You got
I'm
rope.
not kidding.
You can't.
I can actually carry that.
No, you can't.
Comfortably? Yeah, I think so. Let me check.
Think about it
That's
this way.
70 pounds worth of great axes, and then 20 pounds.
Great axes and javelins are two-handed weapons.
No, I'm just gonna kick.
Think
like I'm
about
just gonna.
how you're going to carry them.
Okay.
We've got rope.
I got floating discs that can carry things.
Let's say
Yeah.
I've got 50 foot of rope, and he's probably got rope too.
I mean, you can just tie them all together. Like I can actually carry that comfortably.
That's kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie.
That's below my carry capacity.
This sounds about as broken as the whole ring with the cannonball thing.
Then it's going to take you 7 days to get back to the village.
What? Because wait. All right. What would
Fine,
you?
let's just have old fat boy dwarf use his disc to carry it all for us then. Because that'll be our hazard pay that we can go and sell to the people.
What would I comfortably be able to take then, Ben?
Comfortably?
Yeah. Because I
Well-
do have rope and I can tie shit together.
Plane of
Here,
force.
here's the way that I'm thinking of it: is you have a crossbow that is, it's a two-handed crossbow, which you probably have strung across your back. Plus, you have the great sword, which is strung across your back. Plus, you have your shield. Plus, you have your long sword. That-
Yes.
That's my thinking of it. Is okay. Then you're going to pick up multiple great axes and multiple javelins.
Well, and tie them all together in a bundle and just throw them over my shoulder.
Rope.
Like a sling.
No, just like resting on my shoulder, like you would like a
You
like a
can
log.
carry-
You know.
I'm gonna say 5 javelins and 2 great axes.
Really? Jeez. All right.
My floating disc can carry up to 500 pounds.
Let's just carry it all back on Chase's flying disc. So what? Two great axes.
2 great axes, 5 javelins.
Okay.
Is that all of them? Is that how ones you're carrying?
I guess that's what I'm carrying. Yeah.
How many are there?
16 each.
Jesus. How many can I carry just on the floating disc? Do you just same amount as Mike?
Yes.
All right. I guess I'll consider it in my inventory for now.
You said 5 javelins. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 javelins and 2 great axes.
Okay. Cool.
Chase, you do know your floating disc takes a spell slot, takes a spell, and it only lasts for an hour, right?
Only lasts for an hour?
Yeah. Your duration on floating disc is 1 hour.
Shit.
Well, we'll just have to keep using his spell slots and rest every time.
Use the wolf as a floating disc. Tie it to the wolf. Give him the stick. He can carry a javelin.
Shh. I still got 100 pounds I can carry. Easy.
How much can I even actually carry? I don't think.
That's not even like my push or drag limit.
97. Oh. Oh.
My push and drag limit is 450 pounds.
I mean, I guess on my person I can carry two big two-handed weapons. Or, heck, I'll carry just some javelins. That'll be easier to carry. How about 5 javelins?
You're just going to take 5 javelins?
Like, is that probably a good amount? Or can I take more? I'm kind of like bundling them together.
If it's just javelins, I'll say 7.
Alright, I'll carry 7 javelins. Wait, how much are they weigh? 2 pounds. Yeah. I'll carry 7 javelins on me. Alright. No need to use floating disc.
So you pick up 5. So 5 Twig picks up 5 javelins and 2 great axes, and you drag him outside. And Fargon picks up 7 javelins, and you drag him outside so that you guys can bundle them all together. Correct?
Well, I'll bundle mine separately and just.
Well, yeah. I mean, like you bundle yours, he bundles his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's everybody else doing?
Trying to figure out what the fuck these idiots are doing.
What? Bring stuff that we can sell.
You know, get looting up. You know.
Yeah, have you seen how I hoard in video games?
Hey,
stuff.
that's nice.
Free stuff is free stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, my original chainmail gives me a stealth disadvantage, while my new chainmail does not.
Ooh.
Are you wearing
Nice.
it?
I mean, I get naked and put it on.
Yeah, get naked! Woo! I'll see myself out now.
How much? God, how much is that worth? I'm
Hmm?
curious. The mithril.
It's not got a worth.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yes, I'm wearing it now.
Okay.
Very nice. Excellent. Excellent.
So both Twig and Fargon are outside of the ranch, just bundling the shit up. Falkland, what are you doing?
Just packing my stuff up and getting ready to head out.
So while they're outside bundling their stuff up, you pack up whatever.
I don't
Whatever-
really have anything to pack up, but
Yeah,
just myself.
yeah. You just
Um,
grab your
Psyching
bag and
yourself
stuff and
up.
head out front.
Yeah.
I
limbering up.
am refilling the rations, water skins. Basically.
Okay. You're just refilling your water skins from the well.
Mm-hmm.
What is Yuri and Taryn doing?
Looks like they're still sleeping.
No. I don't know, honestly. I'm heading outside, trying to figure out what everybody else is finishing up doing.
Okay, so you head out. Everybody's basically heading outside and prepping to leave. And I'm guessing you're gonna head back towards town.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, that's the plan.
So you see the cow is over here tied up still to one of the fence posts. And then it's a calm. Fuck, is it spring or I don't remember what time of year it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be springish.
I think it's fall. I thought it was fall.
Is it fall? Might
I
be
think
fall.
so.
Was it? Yeah, I think it's fall.
Okay, yeah,
Because the nights are cold.
yeah. So yeah, it's just there's a slight breeze that's coming over the hills around the ranch and through like the little valley that it's in. But it's starting to get a little bit warmer as the sun is rising over the ranch. And you can see as you have walked outside, did anybody walk out the back door here by the well?
I did.
I'm guessing everybody else left out the other door.
Yeah, I went out the front.
So as Thea walked out the door, you saw just the pile of ash and whatever little bits are left from the orcs where you dropped them yesterday. And there's still smoke rising off of it. And it's just it smells horrible. Even though the wind is kind of taking it away from you, you can still, even inside the house, you guys could smell the stench of like burnt flesh and hair and bone and leathers and stuff.
Burning flesh.
But you all were too tired to go and even care yesterday.
Not our problem.
Well then.
So
Maybe
it's
he's not wrong.
about 8 a.m. after sunrise. You guys have gotten all your stuff packed up and you're getting ready to start heading back towards Phandalin.
Yes. On the road again.
Can't wait to get on the road again. Let's go.
So you guys head back out and you pass through Honeyberry again. And it's still, you don't see like, there's still no sign of any kind of life there. except for those few horses that were inside the town. And you, as you were getting closer to the town, you did see a you when you got kind of close to the horses as you were going through the town, you did see a brand on the back of the back haunches of one of the horses that said BAK.
BAK.
It was Big Al's brand.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure I'll find him eventually. Excuse me.
So right about here, it's getting pretty late in the evening when you guys are about in this area, and you see in the distance coming towards you, or not really like in the distance, but cresting one of the small hills in front of you is a few men on horseback that they're in basically full armor,
Oh, great.
and
What'd
they're
you do,
riding
Blade?
towards you. They're not riding quickly, but it's kind of just a trot towards you.
Who is this now?
Are those reinforcements?
I get out my weapons.
As you're getting close, or as they are getting closer to you, it takes them about 2 minutes to ride up to you. There's about 5 riders, and in the center is one who looks to be in command. They ride up to you and they stop. The commander takes off his helmet, and it's a probably around 40-year-old human. He's got a light gray beard, and you can see on his face there are a few. They're not very big scars, but they are. On his right cheek, he's got like 2, probably inch and a half scars. He's got one that's cutting through his left eyebrow, and you can see from the way that he's sitting and the look on his face that he's the commander of this group. And he looks at your kind of ragtag band, and just like, you the ones they sent to go help Big Al?
Mm-hmm.
Who's asking?
Fuck, now I didn't think of her name.
Fucking got him.
You don't have names.
Bro, I'm making this shit up right now, so.
Oh,
Oh boy, random encounter.
I like
Basically. He reaches behind his back, pulls out a red and white ball, and throws it at you. No.
Oh no, that's him, not me.
I catch it.
It doesn't actually happen. That's
I know.
Yuri.
I'm kidding.
That's Yuri's hallucination.
not again.
Yuri just sees him
Not
reach behind his
again.
back, and he cringes up a little bit.
Fuck you. Fuck are you, Mr. Person?
What, you're turning Asian now?
not again.
So he looks straight at the most battered one of the group, Twig. Just like, Captain Dolomer, who are
Twig.
you?
Never heard of her.
Before you even ask who you are, just Twig. You can just sense the next question that's coming, and you just right away say your name.
Alright.
If you're looking for orcs, they're gone.
They're dust.
What about Big Al?
He's alive.
He's fine.
Man, you guys like to talk over each other, don't you?
I step from around the guys and I basically push out my chest and like, yeah, this is the proof he gave it to me.
I think she's just trying to flaunt her chest, guys.
This is no time to flirt, Thea.
Do you see this mace?
Yes.
Now feel your face.
Okay.
Do you like how it's intact?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Beautiful.
The knights are just watching this interaction, and they're just
yeah,
like,
you get used to it.
Dolmer,
So,
Dolmer clears his throat, and he's just like, you could have just stolen that. And
True.
he kind of just
You're
brings
right.
he brings his spear down just a little bit.
I already have my hand on my sword.
I slowly put my hand on my face and look at him like, look, dude, we just killed 15 plus orcs. Dude's in his fucking bed masturbating for all we know, and we're tired. We just want to go home and claim our fucking bounty. All right?
You're not really tired anymore. You rested for a day. Or you
Dude,
rested for a
we
while.
We
just
got our
walked, like,
shit
the whole
kicked
day.
in. We got our shit kicked in and we're walking again. Come on. You're gonna be sore tired the next fucking day. Don't care who you are.
So, Mr. Captain Person Commander, you're welcome to check on him.
As you say the random list of titles, he just looks at the other knights like, the fuck. Just, and you see a couple of the knights just look at each other like, Mr. Captain Commander Person? And they just like, the one kind of just gives a shrug to the other. And the guy just shakes his head like, fucking idiots.
Sir, you're welcome to check on him. We left him in good condition. He's got a cow, he's got a clean house, and there might even be a little bit of food left.
Oh, he still had a good amount of food.
I should took some.
He's
Like,
a farmer.
He was still like the food stores. You guys didn't really deplete him that much.
And neither did
The-
the orcs, apparently.
Oh, you guys like he's maybe down to half of his food stores.
They drank all of his alcohol, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's mostly they drank all of his ale.
I mean, they weren't there for that long either. Right?
It was only maybe a day and a half, 2 days, something like that. It wasn't very long.
So what held you up anyway? Why are you just now responding?
We just came from Neverwinter.
Yeah, but you're on horses.
Yeah, you're on horses. I mean, we walked here.
It's still double the fucking way.
Yeah.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
Well,
You're still on
He-
horses.
He looks at you. He looks straight at Yuri as he says that. Do I recognize you from somewhere?
Fuck if I know. Maybe you do, maybe
Don't
you don't.
leave the area.
Uh,
I want a conversation with you.
oh boy, see what you did, Twig?
Are
I
you
think he
threatening?
likes you.
Are you threatening my boys?
Titties, it's
I
fine.
I recognize him.
So,
Well, if you
Our
recognize me
paths
enough,
may
if
have
you knew
crossed
who I
before.
was, if you knew who I was, you'd know exactly who I am. So maybe I'm not who you think I am.
Crossed before, huh?
We'll see.
So is the merry band of you and your butt buddies going to go and take care of Mr. Big Gay Al? Because he is kind of hurt. We helped him as much as we could, but the orcs had their way with him. Do with that as you will. He could use some help. So if you guys want to go finish cleaning up the orcs that we burnt to death and, scattered their ashes to the sea, go take care of Mr. Al. He could use some help. Maybe even a couple extra farm hands.
Be on the lookout for any
Oh,
livestock around.
yeah, livestock.
Still haven't found
And
all those.
watch out for dragons because there's apparently a dragon around here somewhere.
Dragons?
Twig, no, it's fine.
Ah.
Just stroke your ducky. It's okay.
Yeah, you're right. I pull out my wooden duck.
I was waiting for that to come up. Oh shit!
Sitting there.
Can't
like
wait for
this.
the response on the duck.
I hug it close to my chest.
He has issues.
So,
Not the worst one
We're
we've
gonna-
seen around here.
so if you're not arresting anybody, we're gonna be on our way to Phandalin. You have a great day.
The Dolomir just nods to you. Then he looks back at Yuri and just keeps staring at Yuri as they ride past.
I slowly go in front of Yuri and just waggle my eyebrows.
Yuri casually just waves by.
Okay, then you guys make it to here. You make it about 4 or 5 more miles before it's nightfall. You guys want to set up camp, keep going, what?
Well, team, do we want to set up camp?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like a gay old
Yes.
time.
Aye.
And then we set up camp.
So you find a small clearing off to the side of the road. A decently flat area. You dig a small pit for a fire and collect from the few trees that are near the camp area. You just grab a few logs, a few branches, get the fire started.
I wanna work on my custom manticore arrowheads while that happens. Just,
Okay. So who's going to take watches?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
Anybody taking the third?
I'll do it. Wake up
Okay.
Nice and early.
So, Chris, make a. Actually, hold on. So everybody goes and everybody kind of pitches in a little bit, and as the fire is kind of getting started and just slowly starting to get enough to maybe cook some rations or something on, or at least keep everybody kind of warm. Twig sits down and just starts kind of carving at the manicore spikes, turning them into arrowheads. How many did you How many do you have, Mike?
I have like 5 already, but I'll just make 5 more and get rid of one of the spikes,
All right.
and then I'll start working on like the arrow shaft and
The
stuff.
shaft.
So
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're doing that, and for a while. Once you have that all, once you have like 5 arrows carved out, your vision, like, it's not really like going in and out, but you are getting to that kind of, like, your eyelids are drooping while you're doing it. So as you finish the last one, you're like, you decide to just stop, and you put the arrows back in your bag, the arrowheads back in your bag, put your knife away, and roll your bedroll out. Everybody else has rolled out their bedrolls, and Yuri just says, "I'll take first shift." So everybody goes and passes out after that. And now Chris, make a perception roll.
Oh boy. Let's see. Perception. Where is it on my gears +2?
damn, he can see forever.
I can see everything.
His eye holes are working well tonight.
So while you're sitting there, kind of just, you have your back to the fire, just keeping an eye out around the whole, like, around the camp, mostly looking towards Neverwinter Wood, just making sure nothing comes out of there to surprise you. You see, like, some foxes run out of the woods and run through the field a little bit and then dart back into the woods. You see down back the way you came, some deer pop out of the woods. Or just they walk out a little bit, graze on some of the grass. Then you see their heads perk up and they look around and they finally spot your fire. And they dart back into the woods. But there's nothing really irregular that happens. So about 4 hours pass, and you go and wake up Twig. How do you want to wake
The
him up?
ducks?
No ducks, Twig.
Okay.
All right, Twig, roll perception roll.
All right, right back.
Here I go.
What's your plus? 0?
Yeah, I don't have perception at all.
Oh, okay.
At least it's not negative.
At least it's not negative.
So you're sitting there. You're basically across from Yuri, on the opposite side of the fire, and you're just kind of like moving your head, just looking around, see if there's anything out of the ordinary around. You see them again.
Uh-oh.
The lights are slightly larger in the woods, and they're slightly farther back. You think, since you're looking over the fire, you think it's just a trick of the eyes with the embers and everything coming up from the fire. What do you want to do?
I'll just like scoot to the side, so if I see it again, it won't be because of the fire. You know what I mean?
So you move a little bit to the left so that you're not looking at the woods with over the fire. And the lights, as you move, the lights disappeared. And it wasn't a dart somewhere and disappear. It was just kind of like they were there, then gone. And when you stop, After a few minutes of just sitting there quietly again, see the lights pop up again. They're about, I would say, 20 yards or so into the woods. What do you want to do?
Hmm. Who's closest to me?
So I'd say Yuri's on the other side of the fire with Terran. To your right, going counterclockwise around the fire, you have Falkland, then Thea, Yuri, and then Terran, and then Fargon.
All right, so I see Falkland meditating, and I kind of just nudge him, so he wakes up.
Do you wake up? Ryan,
What?
do you wake up?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I just tell him to I'll take my watch, and I'm just gonna go walk into the woods where I see the light.
Sure thing, bud.
You gonna sneak?
Have fun.
Okay, see ya. Will
Fuck
do.
yeah.
So you're just gonna like, how are you gonna go towards the woods?
I'm just gonna walk straight where I saw the light.
Like
Oh god.
briskly walk, stealthily walk, run.
Frolic. I frolic through the field.
So
No, I'm kidding. I just walk.
I was gonna have you skipping through the field.
Frolicking through the woods like a good little girl.
No, I mean I obviously cautious, but I just walk up to the
Yeah,
woods.
you're not
We've gone through this before.
you're not in full stealth, but you're just like you're keeping like your head on a swivel, looking for anything out of the ordinary other than the lights that are dancing in front of you.
Wait, what the fuck did I miss?
The lights, man. The lights.
It's the
camping at night.
ghost light.
So you get to the wood. As you have stood up and you're kind of cautiously walking through the field, the lights again go and disappear.
I keep going straight for where they disappeared.
Okay. You get to where they were and make a perception check.
Okay.
So you kind of you kneel down to see if there's any footprints or anything from somebody going and kind of messing with you. There's nothing.
Okay, I just
So-
stand there.
Yeah. As you're standing there, you're kind of you have your head on a swivel looking around. And you see to your left, not straight in front of you and not fully to your left, but about halfway. You see the lights pop up again. And they're about
Wisps.
another 30 yards away from you.
I walk towards them.
So as you're walking, you see the lights kind of they dim, but they don't fully go out. And as you get closer, when you're about 15 yards away from them, they blink out again.
Okay, I'll just walk up to where they were, and then I'll just stand still again.
So you get to where they were, and you stand there for a minute. 2 minutes goes by. 3 minutes goes by. Make another perception check. As you're looking around, you see that they've gone in to your straight to your right, and then straight in front of where you are, like from where you were walked to. You just stood straight, and straight in front of you, there's one light that pops up, and to your right, another light pops up.
Why do I feel like this is gonna end bad for Mike?
Which one do you wanna? You wanna keep going towards one of them, or
Are they? Is it like the same? Are they just
yeah?
like the
There,
same?
there were two lights before, but now they've gone and basically like split up in different directions.
Okay. So there's one in front of me, and then there's one to the right.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep going to the one in front of me.
Okay. So that one is probably it's another like 50
Be
yards
right back.
ahead of you. And as you start walking towards it, you see instead of it just sitting there, like kind of like just making a small circle in the air, it starts like bobbing back and forth, kind of like in a U. And as you get closer to it, this time it doesn't go out. But as you get closer, it starts floating away. And then as you get to where it was, it starts floating to the right. And it's gone another at least like another 20 yards away from you as it started floating to the right.
Mike,
Well-
don't go into light, man.
Okay. I look at my wooden artifacts that I have, and I want to just see if anything has changed.
The duck and the bull.
Yeah.
So you can see both of the symbols. They're not glowing, but there is a light that's kind of like the light ahead of you.
A dull glow
Coming-
is what you're probably going for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically it's a duller glow than the light that's you've been following coming from the symbol.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll just keep following the light.
And it's coming from like for the symbol on the duck and in the bowl. It's just one of the one of the basically what is it, atoms or protons or whatever,
Yeah.
one of the circles there. Yeah, it's just one of those that's lit up on both of them.
Okay.
So as you follow the thing and you keep the duck in the bowl, and you're just holding the bowl basically. As you
Yeah.
as you keep following the thing, you see one of the other lights or one of the other circles starts getting lit up on both of the wooden artifacts. And then as you keep following it, you follow it for another like 100 yards. And the third one lights up. And you
Okay.
see you can hear as you keep following the light, you can hear the lapping of waves against the shore.
Wait a minute. We're not near an ocean.
Well, no, you can still hear the lapping of waves with the lake,
Oh,
with a lake and a pond where there's
I
where
guess
there's
that
wind and
makes
stuff.
sense. Is
So,
it the same lake as before?
no, it's a different one.
Okay.
It's in the forest. There is a few different ponds and stuff that are around that are scattered throughout, but most of them are covered by like they're small, so there's a lot of tree cover over them.
Okay.
So as you were following the wisp, you see it go through some reeds, and then as it gets into like a thick part of the reeds, it goes out, and you can see on your two artifacts the third ball has become like is fully lit. So all three of those dots are lit up.
I see.
And you stopped at basically the edge of the reeds.
Can I just go through?
Yeah.
Alright,
So
I'll do that.
you walk through the reeds to where the thing was, to where it disappeared at.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Hello.
As you were walking through, as you get to where the wisp disappeared, you slam your foot into something in the reeds.
Ooh, new artifact. Probably. I reach down and I try and see what it is.
So you hook the duck and you set down the duck and bowl onto like a thicker part of the reeds so that it's just so it doesn't fall in, and you kind of like you nudge at the thing with your foot a little bit, and then you reach down and you try to just grab the sides and pick it up, but you can feel it's round. So you go and dig your foot under it a little bit and pull it up, and then you reach under and you grab under it, and you just pull it out of the muck. And as you get it out, you see it's basically covered in mud. So you go and you kind of rinse it in a little bit of open water and try and get the mud off of it. And then it's another bowl shape. And when you put your hand inside, you can feel that there is another symbol inside of it.
Okay. Do I see the lights anymore?
No, the lights have gone out. The lights on. As you picked the thing up, you saw light coming out from under it. But as you got it out of the muck, the lights went out on that and on the other two artifacts.
Okay. I retrace my steps back to where I saw both of the different paths, I guess I could have took.
So you go and you grab the duck, you grab the other bowl, and you hook the bowls on your sides and stuff. And do you put the duck back on your head?
It was on my head.
At one time it was. At one time you had it strapped around your head.
Yeah, sure, why not?
You put the duck on your head to guide you.
Yes.
As you
can see for me.
As you try and retrace your steps, make a perception roll.
Hmm.
Damn.
These are nice
Rolls are on point today.
So you were able to retrace your steps back to a general area that you thought you saw the other orb go. And you start walking that direction. But then you feel like your head starts getting heavier. Like your vision starts to kind of like, it doesn't cloud, but it just starts getting darker and darker. And it feels like there's drums pounding inside your skull.
Oh god.
And as you keep walking towards where you thought you saw the other light, you're out. Like, your eyes just shut, and you have like a massive headache. And then you find yourself back at camp. It's the next morning, and you have you somehow found your way. Is that everybody? Am I lagging? Oh yeah, it's fucking up.
There we go.
Whoa, what is happening?
I don't know.
Came back in.
I thought my soundboard was dying.
Me too. I was like, hmm.
I'm like, I don't hear anybody else talking with this. And then I looked over.
You were going.
Yeah. I looked
It's like,
over
oh,
and
God.
I looked over and saw it was like red, orange, red, orange, red, orange. I'm like, oh fuck. Where'd you lose me?
So my head was pounding.
Yeah, your head was just like horribly pounding. And you like drop to one knee and you try to get your bearings, but then it just like you're just out.
Oh, I passed out. Got it.
But when you when you wake up again, you were back in camp.
Oh.
So you are you're basically out of it. And we're going back to camp with Falkland. So after about 45 minutes to an hour, you see Twig come walking back through the field. You can see strapped to his left side as he gets into the firelight, there's another bowl on his side, like strapped to his belt.
Welcome back, man.
He doesn't say anything to you. You see, like, looking at his face, you just kind of see like glassed over eyes.
I should probably not acknowledge that. I'm sure he's fine.
So as you kind of just watch him, he just walks over to where his bedroll is, and he sits down, kind of just staring at the fire. He's got the duck strapped on his head again. And he just, after about 20 minutes or so, he just falls sideways, completely out.
Yes, I'll finish his watch.
That boy, I'm right.
So
What is happening to me?
now it's next morning. Everybody wakes up. Nothing happened on either of the rest of that shift or the next shift.
Yeah.
But it's next morning. Everybody had a long rest. Not that you needed it, other than for fatigue. You made it there in time.
I was gonna say, let's just.
I'm not gonna make you stop again. So
Home sweet home.
Finally.
why is there a fucking gun in the tavern?
What?
I made that last time.
Someone's artsy fartsy, aren't we?
I don't know why I made it, but I did. I don't remember why.
We don't know why you do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
It is 11 o'clock for you guys. Do we want to call it?
Yeah.
Should we turn in the reward first?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
You guys can just level up, and then we'll do that all next time.
So we can just level up then?
Yeah, just level up. Because there's not gonna be any combat.
The magic words.